Hello, this is Jonathan. If you're here, you're probably a purpose driven entrepreneur who's working really hard, and yet you're not seeing the results you want and the growth you want, and maybe you are exhausted. So, the purpose of the video that you're watching right now is to help you decide if it's worth your time to book a discovery session. I'm going to be direct with you with what we are going to talk about in that session, who is this, and what becomes possible when you see clearly what's really in your way. Sounds good? So let's dive in. This discovery session is for you if you care deeply about your work and the difference it makes. You found something you love, you have some clients, you're having revenue, but there's a new level of growth that you see to be possible for you. And you can either be just starting out or really have established business, but there's a new level of growth for you. And up until now, you were overwhelmed trying to reach it. And if you're like me, when I were in your situation in the past, you are wearing many hats, trying to figure out what to prioritize, what to do. And it's a total sense of having so much noise and wanting to be clear on what is next for you. Maybe you have 1,000 items on your list and you're just thinking, what can I do to prioritize? What is my priority? Because you went the day feeling like, did I really do what I came here to do? Did I do what mattered the most to me? And you see, this is for you if you're seeing that this is not just about your business, but it's about your entire life. Because you see, the way you're being with your business and maybe suffering from that has a reflection in how you're being with others, how you are taking care of yourself, how you are enjoying life in general. Most of my clients started their business for two reasons. One of them is really because they love to serve other people. They found a purpose in what they do. And at the same time, they want more freedom. Either financially freedom, the freedom that comes from having money, doing something you love, but also some time freedom. You have the time that you spend working, but you're not working for your business, trying to hustle and make it work. Business becomes something you do because you love and supports the lifestyle that you care about. If that's you and you're ready to stop struggling and start growing with clarity, focus, ease, and grace, then I believe this conversation could be really beneficial to you. Here's what I learned working with entrepreneurs like you. The overwhelm that you're experiencing is not that you're not working really hard. In fact, you are working really hard. And the real issue is what I call internal stopping points. They're patterns, beliefs, and that people act that keep them stuck. You see? You know what I mean. At least in my life, I know how many times this negative self talk have stopped me in the past or even made me overwhelmed. Maybe I'm launching a new course, putting myself into the world, launching a newsletter, or there's a new project. And there are some internal stopping points that keep me overwhelmed of working really hard but not seeing progress. You see, the quality of this experience is called driven behavior. You're doing more and more of the same thing, but you're never satisfied. So maybe it's not knowing what actually matters and you're trying to do everything. Maybe it's acting from that noise instead of clarity. And here's the thing that I found out, and probably have this experience too. You can't strategize or be more productive or work harder to get you out of this, because that's the quality of the experience that keep people in that stage. Okay. So the most important thing is knowing what's really in the way of you showing up. What's really making you not clear on what is important to you and what is the priority. And from there, when you see what matters the most, what is important to you, it's easier to make a shift, right? So you don't have to work really hard to experience progress. And especially this becomes easier when you are in a space that you are given the space again to talk and have clarity, to really be supported in seeing what is important, to really be held accountable and having to do something with support instead of trying to figure out everything on your own. You see? So that's what I do, and that's how I support people. And I can talk more about it in a discovery session. So what is the discovery session itself so you know what to expect. In the discovery session, we are going to look at three things. First, where you are right now. What challenges are you facing and where are things being harder than they need to be? Second, where do you want to go? The vision that you have for your life. What would success look like for you? What if you're not facing the challenges that you're facing? Or, most importantly, what would look like when you face those challenges and you had the skill set to overcome it? What would a breakthrough be like for you? That can see. From there, we will explore what working together might look like if this is a fit, meaning if what I do, what I can help you with, will really serve you to overcome those challenges. Because you see, more often than not, other people just try to sell you stuff. And for me, the purpose of this conversation is for you to see possibility, to see what's kind of support that you need to really get there. Because the truth is, and this is not what other coaches might be saying out there, you get where you want to go, you know? You are growing and you already did so much in your life. Think about that. There's just a new area of growth for you, but you have done a lot so far. You see, the thing is, by working together, we might find out that you can get where you want to go faster and with less struggle. So this is what this conversation is about, getting clear on what is next for you and what might be the next steps to get you there. And you see, a lot of people tell me that this conversation itself is already valuable. Why? Because they get clear on what they need to do next. So even if they don't work with me, I'm trying to give you value by you experiencing clarity, by you seeing what it is that you need to do next. Here is what I know to be possible for you. You can be very clear on what you want in your life. You can be focused on how you put your energy into it. You can learn how to take small, sweet steps with support instead of trying to rush everything at once. And you can do this from a place of gratitude, grace. So you don't have to work really hard. There's this place for you to grow one step at a time. You see, because getting out of this overwhelm is not by giving you more things to do, it's by actually shaping the quality of the actions that you're taking. And from there, you can experience true success in your life, in your business, and get back this spark that you got that made you start. So if you're ready, I invite you to schedule this conversation. It's free, it's 1 hour. You just need to click this button below. And this might be the conversation that changes everything for you. I'm looking forward to talking with you. Bye.